What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Going to keep this one brief. Going to try to do it in one take. Pretty much, if you're asking what the hell is OwnersBox, what is DFS, here's a little tutorial on how to use it. So without further ado, this is how you're supposed to use it. So first things first, after you've paid your initial deposit to sign up for OwnersBox, you'll be prompted to this dashboard. This is just what it looks like from your phone. I'm personally using an iPhone. So this is your dashboard. So this is essentially where it all starts. Whenever you open up the app, this is where you'll be prompted to. This is what will be open and shown. So at the little middle space right there, if you do enter a lineup, and we'll show you how to enter a lineup, they'll all be accessible right there. So you don't have to click 1,000 times. You literally just click it. You can add an extra lineup there if that's how you're feeling. But yeah, so at the bottom middle left, you got this lobby icon. That is the first button you're going to have to click on in order to start building your lineup. After that, you're going to go and be prompted here. So this is what the lobby looks like. Okay, all the competitions that you can enter are here. There's obviously like all the contests that are available. There's daily salary cap, which is the one that I personally love. Lightning lineups, which is super interesting, super cool. I really like it for basketball. It's awesome for basketball. And then weekly bracket, which is kind of like a best ball bracket. So we're going to go ahead and click on daily salary cap. After we click on daily salary cap, you'll be prompted to which sport you want to participate in. So you have access to thousands of slates: NHL, NFL, NBA, MLB. There's like thousands of competitions of all of them, but I'm going to keep this with football for now. We will be doing content on the NBA very soon. We will also be doing content on the NHL, and MLB will be covered in spring camp. We're really excited about that as well. So we're going to go ahead and click on the NFL button right here, and then you'll be prompted to this next page. So as you scroll down here, you'll see thousands and thousands and thousands of different competitions and different buy-ins and different payouts. And I recommend, if you're just starting, that one, you play your free lineups just to see what it feels like. Obviously, get all the information you need for your free lineups from here. But with that being said, if you're still a rookie in the game, you don't want to go and play with the big dogs, because the big dogs are all freaking sharks like myself. So we'll get you to that point, I assure you, but this is just to get started. You can't win the Super Bowl on the first day of training camp, all right? So if you scroll down, you'll find something that's like a $3 entry fee. You go ahead, you click on that. This one's called the 1K Saturday low fee. After you click on that one, you'll be prompted to your competition dashboard. So it'll tell you everything you need to know in this dashboard right here as you scroll down on what the parameters are needed to do and succeed in your OwnersBox competition. So as you scroll down, you'll be prompted to how the scoring is broken down. These are how the stats are tracked, which is really important in how you want to build out your lineups, right? If it was a standard format, for example, you wouldn't necessarily overload on wide receivers, but seeing as how it's PPR, points per receptions, you really want to have a nice balanced lineup when you do that. And then this is how the pricing's broken down, right? So up to 90 people can win some money in this particular slate in general. You can see first place gets 200. That's American. So that's really good if you're one of the Canadian citizens. And then if you go all the way down, scroll all the way down, you see that 53rd to 90th all get $5, right? So you can turn $3 into $200. It really isn't a bad way to spend $3. And I personally have won several of these slates. I almost won one per week, if not finishing in the top 12, and I play several lineups. So if all my lineups are going in the money, I'm leaving these slates with bank. Anyways, to get started on building your lineup, you got to just click on the build your lineup button at the bottom right there. That's where all the magic happens. Once you click on that, you'll be prompted to your dashboard over here. Now, the way the charts work here that's differently to the others is essentially, one, salary is completely different than the other apps. Two, you don't have to worry about stupid positions like a kicker or a defense. You just got to fill your roster and you got to fill it accordingly. OwnersBox does a really good job making this super interactive and super fun. This is my favorite way to play. It's my favorite DFS that I've ever participated in. So with that being said, we're going to go over here and we're going to show you the quarterbacks. So once you click on that quarterback position, you'll be prompted to see all the salaries for all the players that you're going to play. We'll just slide right back here. So in your roster construction, you get one quarterback, two running backs, two wide receivers, one tight end, two flexes, one super flex. We'll explain to you what all those mean. So back to the quarterback chart, you got all the salaries here to your right, attached with the player name. Obviously, the more impactful the person is on the field, fantasy-wise, the more expensive he's going to be. So that's where you guys come to us, because at the end of the day, these salaries all have to add up to $50,000 spent. Your salary cap is capped at $50,000. All right. So that's your quarterbacks. This is what your running backs list look like. You can have two running backs. You can even have five if you fill them into your flex and super flex position. It's really cool. Your wide receivers, this is what it looks like. Same concept with the flex option there. You need two wide receivers. And then you go over here and you got your tight ends. Obviously, the prices vary here. So if you really like, the really pricey Travis Kelce's, then by all means go for it. But there's a lot of less expensive options that can also perform and score touchdowns. You could kind of play money ball. This is the position where I would do that. And then you have your flex options. So once again, you could put your running backs in here. You could put your wideouts. You could put your tight ends. Then you have your super flexes here. So your super flexes, this is what's unique about this, is it doesn't have to be limited to just the wide receiver, running back, and tight end position. You can also add a quarterback here. Typically, with most of my winning lineups, I always start with, a quarterback and then go to my super flex option and I put in another quarterback, a quarterback who is a little bit lower price, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, but also has a really good opportunity coming in based on his matchup. And then, yeah. So once again, as I said earlier, you have a 50K salary cap, right? So you're capped at 50K. So what you want to do is you want to budget accordingly. You want to put your pivots in, you want to put your tertiary options in, and you don't want to overspend on guys who you think are going to bust. Because, in a perfect world, you could play like all the star players that have the high cost, but that would make this not fun. So the balance of trying to figure this out so you don't go over your salary cap and you're able to actually enter a lineup is where the fun is, and it's how the money's made and how you can have your own unique roster construct in comparison to everybody else's. At the end of the day, that's what we do. We break down all the advice you need so you know where to pivot, where to pay up, and where to win. All right. Thank you for joining us, guys, and we'll talk soon. All right. Bye now.